Hi, I'm Anne of Angelic Guidance and Energy. Now, I thought I'd give you a short insight into how I got to where I am today and having this business online. Started off when I was small at primary school, and it was a Church of England primary school, and we learnt a lot about the Bible. We had assembly every day where we had prayers and things like that. So that kind of sparked my interest in religion as a whole. When I went to secondary school, I chose RE as one of my subjects, and in that we learnt about other religions and cultures. And I did find that extremely insightful and extremely interesting, and I think that's why I am quite open to religions and all things spiritual at the moment. Now, move on a few years to when I had children and they were small, and we went to a Baptist church, and I really didn't get on with that at all. It just wasn't for me. So we only stayed there a short while, and that was it really until I got married a second time. I had joined an online slimming group, and within that I was in a group of women. We were all aged 40 plus with weight to lose. I was the only one in the UK, the others were all in the US. But I really clicked with one of the members, and she was the one that introduced me to Buddhism and yoga. She was training to be a yoga instructor, and she asked me if I could be her guinea pig, which I was really pleased to do. I'd take video of me doing the routines that she'd set out for me, and then I would get feedback from her. But the main thing was she introduced me to Buddhism, and from there I learnt to meditate, and I meditated on and off for the rest of my time up until now. It was after I met a friend about 3 years ago. She is a psychic medium, and she brought through my dad and my nan in 2 separate sittings, and I had my cards read by her, and I had past life regression, and I went to a couple of her platform readings, and I was very interested in it. So move on 3 years, and during lockdown I got interested in meditating again, and I was meditating every morning. Suddenly I had this insight come to me, and it just said to me that I needed to do Reiki. That was all it said. I needed to find a teacher and do some Reiki. So I had a look online because I had heard that it was very expensive to do. So I had a look online, and there was one that was on a really good offer. So I thought, I've got nothing to lose. Let's give this a go. So then I started to learn Reiki, and I started to practice Reiki, and I did it on myself, and I found it extremely effective. I really did feel that I was a channel for the energy coming through from Reiki. And then I practiced on a couple of other people, and they both said that they could feel the energy coming through me. So that was the start of my Reiki journey. I continued to practice Reiki. I had cards, oracle cards, from a couple of magazines that I'd got through, and I'd kept. I didn't keep the magazines, but I'd kept the cards. And so I thought, why not? Let's give these cards a go and see if I can channel my intuition through on these cards. Anyway, I found what was coming through was so clear. I really was getting these insights through from, it wasn't from my head, it was from somewhere up here. Not my head, it was from somewhere around here. So I then got another deck of cards by Kyle Gray. I started listening to Kyle when he was doing his readings, and he was bringing out a new deck, and he showed some of the artwork on this deck, and I just fell in love with it. So I put in for a pre-order, continued listening to Kyle, and continued using the decks that I already had. When Kyle's cards came, I just felt this incredible energy go through me. I can't explain it. I held the cards and it was like a vibration go from top to bottom through me. So I knew this was something I really needed to get to grips with, to practice. And so I started doing card readings every morning on my Facebook page. So I was getting 1 or 2 viewers, but not too much. But I've been persevering with it, but I really enjoy doing it, and I have read for 2 or 3 friends who I did past, present, future for them, and they said, they were friends that I'd only known for a short while, and they said the hits that I'd got on their past were second to none. They didn't understand where I knew the information from. It was like, these are the cards, this is the information I'm getting through for the cards that I've dealt for you. I ventured then into doing bigger spreads. I'd only been doing 3 card spreads up until then, and then I did 9 card spreads for the past, present, future, and again the hits I got were very, very accurate, and so I'm thinking, well, this is just amazing. Then again, during one of my meditations, it wasn't such a meditation, it was connecting with spirit animals. I got this hit from a past life that I belonged to an American Indian tribe, and I had a family within that tribe, and one of my spirit guides is my brother from that tribe, and he's one of my spirit guides. Now, I was so interested in this, and I had kind of shamanic powers within this family group. So I thought, I'm going to study shamanism. So I did a shamanism course, and I found that it didn't, for me, a lot of people can do different things and it doesn't affect their energy, but for me, the trying to connect with the shamanic stuff interfered with my energy connecting with the angels and archangels, and I was getting blocked. So although I found it extremely interesting to look at that culture and explore it, I decided I was going to park that and not pursue that any further. I've still got that side, I've still got my owl, and I've still got 2 dream catchers over there, and I've got my feathers and other bits and pieces, but I don't do shamanism anymore. My connection and my intuition was growing all the time. I was connecting with the archangels and angels every day to do the card readings, and it was getting clearer and clearer. And throughout my path, I got the odd hit from spirit. I had my partner's uncle come through, who had passed a while. I got him come through 2 or 3 times. I would get flashes from my mum, my dad, my uncle who had passed. And so I thought I need to do something to learn how to control this, to learn how to open up to it, because I was getting hits from energy all the time, and I'd sit there and I'd just have this heat in my stomach and in my back, and it was some unbearable heat, and it was like this, the energy was trying to do something. So I thought, well, I need to learn how to control this. So I enrolled on a mediumship course, which I've now completed, and in the 7 modules that have been marked out of 10, I got 100% in everything, and some really lovely remarks from her telling me that I really showed great insight into this, and I connected directly with spirit a few times. As I say, my Native American brother is one of my spirit guides. I have a spirit animal guide who is a huge wolf. Now, if anyone has seen Game of Thrones, you see the dire wolves. Jon Snow, I think it is, has got this beautiful big white dire wolf. Now, it's just like that. I mean, the head comes up to about here on me, and he's got a really thick coat, and he's absolutely beautiful. And he comes, and I get his head nuzzled in me, and I can actually smell the muskiness of his fur. And when my brother, my Native American brother, greets me, and he'll embrace me, and I can smell, I don't like the smell of leather, but I can smell the smell of leather that makes up his the garments he's wearing. And when I get the archangels come, Archangel Uriel is my assigned archangel, and he is in gold light, and I just see this gold light come down. Archangel Michael, I see a beautiful blue, it's like an azure blue light come down. Archangel Gabriel, I see a red light. Archangel Raphael is a green light. So I know the angels that are around me, and if it's a different angel, they will introduce themselves, or archangel, they will introduce themselves. I also have a guardian angel called Raphael, and I've only met him recently, but he's lovely, and I know I can sense him around me all the time, and he does protect me. The first time I ventured to try and deliberately connect with spirit, it was a bit frightening. I was in the garden, as was suggested, and there were lovely plants all down the side, but all of a sudden they came up, and it sounds funny, but you know the plant out, Audrey, the plant out of Little Shop of Horrors, they were like that, with these big mouths coming towards me, and I pulled back out of that. But now I have the angels and the archangels at my back. I have Nanook, who is the dog, and Ranuk, who is my spirit brother, there. And when the gate opens for me to welcome spirit, they're gatekeepers, and they make sure that only light beings will come through, so I don't get this horrible rush of negative energy, which I did the first time I opened the gate. So that's where I am now. I am a Reiki master, and I am an intuitive card reader, and I connect with spirit, and I get messages through from spirit from lost loved ones who've passed over. So that really sums me up. That is where I am on my journey, and I offer all this to people on my website, not on my website, on my Facebook page. I have a separate Facebook group that has that it's not a membership group at the moment, but it will become a membership group, and I share specific things like meditations and stuff in the group that I don't share on the page. That's everything from me. So as I sign off every morning, I'll leave you in love and light. Namaste.